A nationwide T-Mobile phone outage is happening right now. What are the odds of this happening after all the other incidents that we've seen? And when you were locked out of your phone, you were locked out of everything. You were locked out of banking. You were locked out of all your logins, all right? You need your phone to log into everything now. You have to get a code sent to you on your phone. All right, so if your phone is down, everything is down. That's why they want a central currency. That's why they want a digital ID, so they can do this in real time. They can flip a switch and turn off your phone or turn off your banking, turn off whatever. And it seems like we're getting dry run after dry run for a major cyber attack. And we're also seeing one of NATO's top websites, their Special Operation Forces website, and all of the other websites went down over the weekend from a massive cyber attack as well. NATO's own websites. How is this happening? All right, what's going on? Was this a false flag? Is NATO using this as an excuse to escalate? Or was NATO actually hit by a foreign power? And it just shows how vulnerable we are to one of these massive cyber attacks. All right, and I made a video a couple days ago how they are now using AI to write very advanced code on these advanced language platforms to write advanced ransomware and lockbit AI. All right. So it's very complex, it's very high level coding, and it's very hard to crack because they're writing it with these AI systems that have been released onto the public. And we could see a lot more cyber attacks and lockout attacks in the future. All right. I mention this if you watch my videos all the time. Comment down below if you remember me commenting this. But I was having visions of just going on your phone and individual phones are locked out, like individual platforms. It's like all the iPhones are locked out. The iPhone platform has been lockbitted, all right, with this ransomware, and they are essentially locked out and nobody can get into their phone. And it's going to cause societal chaos because everybody's phone is connected to everything now. All right, you need your phone to use it for to get into your banking. All right, you can even use your phone to pay at a terminal or at a kiosk now. I've done it before. I'm almost ashamed to say I've done this, but I had to do it because I lost my debit card. All right, and I had to have a debit card, so they gave me a replacement one, a digital one that I can use my phone on, and you just hold your phone up there and pay. This is the future of everything. And we even saw Verizon have a national outage as well 10 days ago from a fiber optic cable that was cut. So what's really going on? It was cut in Pennsylvania and caused nationwide outages because it took out one of their main networks, right? So what's really going on? Is our infrastructure being sabotaged? We're seeing this time after time. There's literally a World Government Summit going on right now, all right? World Government Summit, that's what they call it. And they are talking about how to implement a world government. And one of the things Big Schwab was saying, all right, Big Boy Schwab, you know what I'm talking about. He was saying that we need to master the AI and master the technology of the future so we can control it and we can control the future and control the populations. All right, we know what this is heading towards. It's heading towards a central banking digital currency, and it's heading towards digital IDs, and they're at a world government summit. It's heading towards a world government and a mark of the beast system. We know that's what they are really trying to say and really trying to implement. All right, and even a major California town is offline right now. I reported on this a few days ago, but they have officially declared a state of emergency because the situation has gotten much worse. People can no longer pay their bills. They can't pay their taxes. They can't pay their electric bill, their water bill. They can't call the police. All right, all of these services are offline. They're doing police work with like little radios and with pen and paper. All right, that's how they're doing police work right now. They can't even access their computer systems at all. The city of Oakland, which is a major city in California, and there's also another city outside of the radius, about an hour away from Oakland, I can't remember off the top of my head, that is having a similar situation as well. All of their systems are locked out, and it's gotten so bad they've declared a state of emergency. Oakland, this is a big city in the United States and a big city in California. It's not some small city. It's a pretty big city, all right? And we're going to see this more and more. Was this T-Mobile outage a cyber attack? I mean, how does it hit all these different states at once? And we're going to get to NATO in just a second. We'll get to the details on that. But how does it hit Chicago, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Phoenix, New York, and Seattle? How does it hit all these cities and states at once and have a outage? Right? It doesn't make sense. And it was also reporting outages in Arizona, California, Colorado, Florida, Hawaii, Kansas, Nebraska, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Texas, and Washington. All right, that's a lot of states to just all go offline at once. Something bigger is happening within their network, and T-Mobile actually has had multiple cyber attacks in the past few years where they've had massive data leaks, personal data leak. And think about it, your phone, to get your phone, you got to give them so much personal information. Some of them even want your social security number. It's very vulnerable to give your information out to all these different companies, and it's just what we have to do in this modern era. But how are all these states hit at once? It has to be something bigger is going on, and people were getting a SOS message on their phone. All right, so it's not even like it was saying you just have 0 bars or whatever. It was saying SOS. Very weird, almost like it was in airplane mode, but a little bit different. It was I should have put a picture here. People were posted on Twitter, but their phones were in SOS mode. What does that even mean? Very strange. And if your phone's locked out, you can't log into your bank. You can't log into your everything else that you need, your email, all this stuff. It's all connected to your phone and your phone number now. They've trapped us. They built this system around us, and they've made it so convenient. Hey, it's so easy, but now they're starting to clamp down, and this is how they implement their reset, is through technology, through the internet, and through the banking systems. Also, NATO was hit as well. So all the NATO websites were hacked, including the headquarters of the Special Operation Forces. And this is a major red flag that this is coming out. It's either a sign that NATO and the US and the West are completely vulnerable to cyber attacks, and we could potentially see a major cyber attack, and it could be blamed on China and Russia, or this is a false flag event and NATO there's some kind of event attacking itself, and they're going to use this to escalate the war and escalate cyber attacks on Russia and China. Look at this balloon stuff that happened the past week. We were constantly warned of EMPs, electromagnetic pulses, being detonated over the United States from these balloon platforms. And we were even saying, hey, we need to respond, we need to do this or that. China's sending their balloons over. We could see this with a cyber event as well. Hey, our NATO websites are down. We need to cyber attack China or Russia and take out their websites as well too. And if a EMP does happen, it's going to be catastrophic. A congressional report has reported over 90% of the U.S. population will perish from a EMP, and it's just because, like I'm saying right now, everything goes down when the grid goes down. All right, everything we need, all the logistics, all the supply chain, all the banking, all the monetary policy, everything. All right, it needs the grid to operate, and if the grid goes down, even if just your phone goes down, the internet goes down, then payment processing goes down. Then you can't use your debit card at the store. You can't use your credit card at the store. So make sure you're getting prepared. They're doing dry run after dry run on our critical infrastructure. And if you've been following my channel, you know that there have been dozens of this just in the past month that I've reported on. Nuclear power plants hacked, shipping thousands of ships hacked. All right, all this stuff's going on. Manufacturers shut down, hacked. Florida court systems hacked, shut down. This is the new wave, and we're going to see this on a mass scale very soon. So thank you guys so much. Make sure you're getting prepared. Make sure you're hitting that like, hitting that sub, hitting that bell if you want to get notified. And I hope you have a big old blessed day.